Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 4 of Let's Talk Not Argue. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week. It is 7:03 in New York City today. I have my 6 co-hosts with me, and I hope you guys are all having a great week. Introduce yourselves. Go ahead.
I'm Ashley. I'm tired.
Hey guys, it's Mijori. How you doing?
Hey, it's Peter. Just chilling.
Let's get you having a jolly day today.
It's David. I've been enjoying the week.
Okay, guys, let me give you guys some backstory. This is our 10th take.
We've been enjoying ourselves. We have.
Let's not make this up. We got this.
Yeah, let's not make this another take. This is the last take, guys. So, what's been going on this week?
Wait, don't you supposed to start your music?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Next time. Next time.
All right, we just keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
What has been up this week? I don't know.
Oh, North Korea has bombs, and they're about to bomb us.
They've been saying they have bombs since like 2003.
Yeah, but this is different though.
No.
They finally got touchscreen.
Bro, it's not like that anymore, bro.
Wow.
It's like they have the tech now.
Yeah,
And
they actually
every
do have
nation
it.
confirmed it.
I am
Japan
very
confirmed
scared.
it.
Wait, so they could hit the U.S. like New York?
No,
Tell me if I gotta move, bro.
Why wouldn't they hit
As
the
of
US,
right now,
bro?
the estimations are to Alaska and maybe the Southwest
Yep.
through Russia. That's the only way. They're not reaching all the way to like New York or Chicago or anything.
I would, boy, the blacks are Gucci, unless they're in Atlanta.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
I mean, they can hit Hawaii.
Chicago, New York, Atlanta.
Hawaii got some black people down there.
Yeah, they're like Hawaiian black people.
Yeah.
They're more like Caribbean black people. We're not talking about them right now.
That is.
I mean, basically, Trump said if Kim Jong-un threatens the U.S. one more time, he'll go after them.
Kim Jong-un, you mean?
Kim Jong-un, he'll go after them with
It's the accent. It's the accent.
extreme prejudice. And he will use technology never before seen by this world against them.
Technology.
He's gonna turn niggas to
Never
dust.
before seen.
That sounds like something a kindergartner would say.
Did we not all remember the dictator? Like, he told us about this.
Niggas said
Told us
nobody
about
seen
what?
it.
About a dude like Trump. The dictator. That was a movie,
was a good movie.
depicting
It was a
people like
really
Trump.
good
Do
movie.
you guys want me to play the
really
audio
good
from
movie.
Trump? What he said is 33 seconds. I can
Of
play it
Go
right
right
course.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yes,
why
right
not?
ahead.
Best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury
Go ahead, cold
like
shots.
the world has never seen. He has been very threatening
They said he got too much.
beyond a normal statement.
They said
And
he's
as I
in the
said,
state.
they will be
He
met
sounds like he
with
doesn't- he
fire,
really doesn't wanna do this
fury,
work.
and frankly power,
like he-
the likes
got
of
the
which
class
this
speech.
world has never seen
Wikipedia links.
before. Thank you.
Yo, Trump sounds like a
Thank
4-year-old reading off a paper.
For a fact. Why? How is he our
right.
president?
All of his sentences are broken. This shit is crazy.
But do you respect the message?
Play such a
I mean,
bitch ass
hold on,
video, bro.
We gotta respect the message though. That's some
respect
gangster
the
shit. That's some street shit. Tells North Korea, this is street shit on a global level. Yo, North Korea, talk about my block one more time. But you get light up.
Free shit in the White House, nigga. Shake it out, bro. Don't blow up the whole world.
Nah,
There's-
sometimes you gotta prove a nigga a goofy. So you gotta let these niggas.
Bro, you could just be the bigger man, bro, and not blow up anything, bro. Like, you could just start feeding your people, bro, and then
That's a fact, but they don't want to do that
So
shit.
if you're the bigger man, he don't blow nothing. They blow something. That what? Niggas
Exactly. Like, what happened?
Is dust. Niggas is dust.
We're just dust. There's
How you gonna flip sides like
There's
that?
nothing about us that exists anymore, bro. Like we have to do this.
I mean, South Korea is down there, and South Korea is a American ally. So, if they attack South
Bombs
Korea,
gonna be right in North Korea, but they're gonna turn themselves to dust.
oh yeah, that's true. They can't blow up South Korea. That's true. That's very true.
That's a fact.
So
To be
Trump,
honest, boy, they need to drop
forgot about
mass
that, bro?
salt water on North
The
Korea.
US don't even have to send bombs, bro.
Because
They
boy, they're
bomb
gonna be
themselves.
trying to drink it.
what?
Oh,
They-
that's they're really poor over there. You guys know that, right? Like they send photographers over there, but they dictate what photos they can take in certain areas
yeah,
and
they
all
came
that.
in.
But
Like
them
made,
niggas
like,
shit is really poor.
They made
North
North
Koreans-
Koreans about this shit,
Yeah.
saying that
It's
these
crazy.
dudes
They
come
have
back
like
and say
fake
that, like,
plastic at supermarkets to make it seem like it's real. All that,
The
bro.
kids are skin and bones. Like,
Skin and bones. So him saying that, like it's like I like it.
Do we have picture
Man, that's
proof of
deep.
this?
Yeah, you
Boy,
can look it
all
up,
you
bro.
know
The
is that these
internet,
niggas
bro.
still fucking around
Knowledge.
with 38 snub revolvers. Talking about
Oh,
who gonna stop
hell
us,
yeah.
son.
Yo, have you ever seen that video of like the Chinese, I'm like the North Koreans just marching like in military. Do you not see how skinny they are, bro? They're like they skinny like me, bro.
You said they marching like an ants, boy?
Yo, they're marching like ants too. Like, you wouldn't want me protecting your country, bro. High key, like, you feel me?
These niggas know Muay Thai. Fuck
Understand
you
that.
saying?
I'm weak. Don't say that, bro.
All right, I didn't know that about North Korea. I know I saw that movie, The Interview, and like it showed that all of the like the stores and shit, they were fake. It was just like plastic boards.
Yeah, bro.
And it just had pictures on top of it. And
It's not actually
it
like
was just
that.
there to make it look nice.
Bro, they have like people over there who look like Benjamin Button when he was first born.
Yo,
Who's
Bro.
Benjamin?
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button, bro.
Yeah, I remember when he was
When he
first
gets
born,
when
bro,
he
how
gets
he was so
older, he gets
sick.
younger.
He looks younger.
He's so deprived of anything. He has no bones or skin like when he was born.
And then when
That's
he
how
got
they
older.
look in North Korea, bro.
Damn, North Korea is really poor. Yo, Trump, how about you tell the people
Niggas
to
a Benjamin
turn,
Button, boy.
tell the people of North Korea to turn on their own dictator.
Boy, how, boy? Ain't nobody got no weapons.
And plus,
And
they're
they
all
starving.
starving, bro. What are they gonna do? Like,
They
where are they
can
gonna
get
get
pushed
this
on the floor
energy,
and pass
bro?
out.
I mean,
They
there
can't
have been times where a dictatorship has been overthrown by the people
Yeah, they have.
multiple times.
They have. You're right.
But who's gonna take over, bro? Like they have nuclear
Exactly.
weapons.
We could Trump
can-
could send an Asian.
they can end it
Wait,
all,
no.
bro.
So, Trump can send a Korean to go over there and be their new dictator, who he can control and won't threaten the U.S.
After they
That's a
kill.
reach. That's a big ass reach.
It's
Like,
not a reach,
Huh,
man.
that's-
I mean, didn't we do that for Germany?
it is a reach, but it could work.
Germany.
Didn't we do that for Germany? Yeah. We sent one good German, right, to be their president, and we pushed sanctions on them right after, right? What are y'all laughing at?
But it wasn't one. Is the problem? It was three of them
Wait, in Germany?
during the whole thing. It wasn't just Hitler.
Oh, word? I thought it was just Hitler.
It was Hitler, Mussolini, and the guy from Japan.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was three of them. It wasn't one. It was three like mass murderers.
All right. So regardless of the fact that I just dropped the mic a little bit, like, why is it just three guys talking? Like, well, I mean, four guys actually.
We're
Yeah.
just trying to
I'm
figure
Bad
out.
with math.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. I'm just trying to figure out. What's going
First of all, mind your business and talk.
on?
Excuse me.
Your excuse.
But I
Continue.
think when we wrap this up, the intro.
No, we just keep continuing, bro. We don't do cuts.
But like,
Cuts
what
in himself.
happened? Like,
Yo,
So what's the first topic, bro?
I thought that was the first topic.
yeah, that's.
Oh,
we had a good topic on.
Do we?
I'm down by that. I'm not
But
smoking.
we're just saying
I
that.
don't talk about politics. That's why I'm not.
Oh, we don't talk about politics.
That's a
Okay.
really good point. That's a really good point. And for you, Majori, the same thing.
I talk about politics. I probably don't know shit I'm talking about, but
And so now you guys know why they're not talking. You feel me?
Okay.
Next topic, you'll hear
You guys
more
want to talk
of
about
Ashley
Usher
and Majori.
and that moving mountain?
Oh, he letting it work.
Oh yeah.
boy, you gotta talk about
Yo,
that.
no offense to that girl,
nigga, bro.
Wait.
She lying.
but she looked like the mountain Usher was moving.
She was negative.
She lying.
She's
I should ain't ever
going
see
in
her
for
day
mental
in the
I'm
distress.
not smoking.
You got a photo,
She
bro?
was negative and going for mental
was like
distress.
Benjamin Button,
But she
bro.
could have caught it, but she didn't.
Wait, so she fucked? Do we know if she fucked?
She
Listen,
broke.
she said she did.
She said
but
she
she's
fucked.
negative.
Is there proof?
Usher came out and said that he haven't seen the damn girl. Like, there's an article.
Usher said that's not his type. He don't fuck fat bitches.
But what does Usher stand on having?
Herpes? He
I
said
mean,
he had
He said
herpes.
he doesn't have herpes.
He doesn't have it right now,
Oh,
but he
like
said
somebody just accused him of
Herpes.
having
Yeah.
herpes, and now he's about to
It's
sue
either you
that
have it or
nigga.
you
My
don't.
man's
You
no
like
bro,
that.
but if
No,
I
you
start
have
calling
it,
him
but then
OG,
it can flare up.
what's the start going
now
crazy,
and
bro?
then, or it
Boy, you
just
can't
keep
construct
going.
the regular normal minority sentence, son.
damn. So is he gonna sue back? What happens if he sue back? I don't think that girl has money. Do you see how poor she looked?
Bro,
Nah, she looked type poor.
looks
Yo,
poor.
she was up
That's what I say
there.
about the white
But it's
man.
not-
the
it's
white
not-
man flies nigga on the block.
it's not only her though. Like there has to be more than just this
Oh,
woman.
yeah, a
There
guy
has to
came
be-
out too, right?
There has to be accusers. There has to be websites that, and you know,
Yo,
if you had a
a
website.
guy came out and said Usher gave him herpes. Now I don't know if Usher passing the blunt or passing the dick to niggas. It's one of the two.
No, or
Between the girl and the guy, why he
could've-
picked out the girl? Why he ain't saying nothing about the guy?
That's true. Why hasn't he responded to the guy? He's only
Because
responded
there's
about
no
the
need to respond.
cause
to
Usher
that.
like I'm a real
Why is
nigga.
there no need to respond to
Y'all
that?
think
But
I
he's
like
only need to
dick?
respond to the
Cause we
girl.
know for a fact Usher don't like dick.
There was legit a Boondocks episode about Usher. Usher is
There was?
big. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
When he took Tom's girl.
Oh, yeah!
Usher is big, bro. That show was like it was a cartoon about how big he is.
Bro, you
how
gotta
big,
talk into the mic.
it was a, but it was just showing like how big Usher is. He's a big icon in the black community. You think we just gonna sell them out like that? We're not gonna.
I mean, it's black people selling them out right now, so.
But that sounds like a Facebook click post, like one of those.
Nah, bro, she had a full press conference, bro. She had a full press conference, bro. She had a full press conference. She, you know, Black China's lawyer.
Yeah.
She had a full press conference with the fat girl. I don't know her name, but she fat.
What's it, Quintasia?
Boy, if that's her name.
I'm not going for you, bro.
Yeah, it's Quint. Oh, she wants to go by Angel now. 'cause that's
What?
her name, I think.
Seriously?
It was a different article. I saw.
What?
Yeah.
I'm playing, bro.
She wrote a tweet right before she did all that talking about I need some money and my life about to change.
Word?
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely a thought. I need some
How'd
money.
that make her a thought? She
Enjoying my last couple
As
what?
my last couple of hours
She
as
not
a
a
regular
thought?
girl.
As a regular girl.
Right.
I hating on the hustler.
She is wildin'.
Apparently, she was dancing on stage with Usher before. Y'all wanna?
Come on now.
This is TMZ. This is TMZ, guys.
I saw that video.
Oh shit.
It's not her.
It's not her.
All right, oh, you're not that good. Fuck TMZ.
What
What you said.
Oh, my bad.
But you're right. Like it's big news.
Yeah, it's a big woman. It was too easy, son. He's like walking into these power punches.
That's really true. That's really true. She is a big woman, but I don't know. She look ugly as hell. I don't think Usher smashing that. I think Usher look more like a Johnny
A
Blaze.
menu.
Usher probably smashing a Johnny
like
Blaze type
19.
woman, a Rihanna type woman.
She looks about 26. 19.
But it doesn't have to be said.
Wait, how old is she?
McDonald's
I could be wrong. Let me look this up. I
Like
could
she's
be wrong.
33. Stop playing.
33.
So JP, you post something on Facebook, but you never replied to. We could talk about that too. I forgot what it was.
All right,
The Chris Brown thing.
let's talk about this.
What, he posted under Rihanna?
No.
Oh.
Why are women not labeled man beaters, but men are labeled woman beaters?
Because it's like men
Double
or
standards.
they're said
All
to
right,
be
Viv,
stronger than
you
us.
gotta sit by a mic. You can't be talking so far.
I didn't know you just needed
I thought she
Oh,
said
and
she
by
didn't
the
want to
way,
join
welcome
today.
our guest star,
I did it.
Vivica West.
Yeah, I'm
Why
gonna
can't
go
you
this.
sit next to David?
Word,
'Cause
you
I'm
share
cold.
No, because you're cold. We can't. You guys can't all share like one mic.
I'm not gonna be talking long. So here's the thing. Positive.
All right.
So here's the thing. Women, since we're supposed to be like the lower, not lower, the weaker sex or whatever, and men are they can easily take over and in a sense oppress us, if that's the word that can be used. It is like if a man hits us, it's like, wow, why'd you hit somebody that's weaker than you? But a woman hits a man, is like she's defending herself against somebody that is stronger than her. Therefore,
Whoa. Did
we're
you see
not
that video of
labeled-
Solange and Jay-Z? Jay-Z was standing in the elevator
Okay,
telling,
but- no,
and
no,
Solange
no.
started throwing punches.
But
That's still
it's
possible.
generalized. It's generalized. It's basically like all women, they are the weaker sex of males, like of men. So if a man hits a woman, then it's like, oh, why would you do that?
He
But if it's the other
deserve
way
life.
around, it's whatever.
And that's how society
If a man
constructs.
hits a woman, he deserves life.
That's the
Yeah.
problem with our society.
Okay, that's society. That's why.
But
That's
as
why women are
society,
not
we
labeled
are
man
society.
beaters.
Give me a second. Like, what about when like it happens with like just regular people? Like men beat women all the time. Women beat men, but no one like reports it. Like,
Yeah,
there's
because
abuse
no,
in-
men are they're less
And I
prone
get-
to do that because of their pride. Oh, they're gonna say, oh, a woman gave me a black eye. No, they're not gonna come out and say. They be like, yo, I got into a fight with my
No, but
boys and I
even
got a
same
black
even if
eye.
they don't come out.
It's the same thing.
But the point is, even if they don't come out, they're still happening. while
Yeah,
this
it's
is
still
going on.
happening, but
It's still a
statistically,
real
it's
thing.
not proven
He's
because
just
of the
saying
fact
it's
that they
happening. That's all he's
All I'm
saying.
saying is it's happening.
Oh, okay.
It is happening.
And after that, like, no one gets punished. Like, it goes unnoticed. Domestic abuse, like, they have hotlines for this. Like, it's a big deal.
But
when
it
it
depends
happens
on
to a
who uses
celebrity
it.
couple,
But he's just saying that
But-
people
You
do
know,
it.
I'm
I
just
feel
saying that
like you
people-
guys are. I feel like whenever you guys go into debates, you forget that JP or whoever just asked a question. He didn't ask to solve it.
No, I answered this question.
Nah, then
I'm sitting here like, why was?
I'm just saying it's not real till it happens to a celebrity couple.
I mean,
Like,
That's true.
that's true
it's
That's
not.
true.
because they bring the light to
This happens all the
symbolizes
time.
more
Like,
than
people
average.
don't get prosecuted or anything. Families
Yeah.
still keep, like, they just remove the
Because
woman.
people,
So should we start? Should we
because people
start?
expect more from rich niggas. And when rich niggas start fucking up, that's when like, oh, nah, poor people gotta be fucking up.
So
I mean, quote unquote, rich niggas. People look up to those quote unquote rich niggas. So if anything happens in their social life or their life in general, people are gonna look at it first.
that's very true.
But I'm also saying that, like, it happens. It doesn't, like, it happens
happens every day.
regardless of it.
Yeah.
So,
It does.
like,
So should we start calling women beaters when they hit a man?
No.
What?
But we
In the
already
same-
are.
Like, in the same sense of a man hitting a woman, it could also be for self-defense. You don't always know what it's about.
But
You
this
see-
is what
you
they're
just see
labeled
the
as.
post, you just see the post hitting, and you're just like, oh, you a man beater, you a woman beater, whatever. Like, you can't really define it if you don't know where the hitting
conflict,
came
yeah.
from, the conflict came from. But on top of that, still, I've seen like experiments when two people will walk into like a really public area, and the guy starts like, it's just experiment. They're not doing it like purposely or like seriously. So the guy hits the woman, pulls her down, whatever, calls her a bishop, all that stuff. And people come and like, oh, don't treat her like that, da, da, da. But then they go to another public area and they switch the roles, and the woman is hitting the guy, and he's like, oh, you little fucker, all that stuff, and no one says anything. So it is a double standard. Like,
Yeah.
people look at it that it's just like, in a patriarchy, it kind of just, you grow up thinking that a man is supposed to be the big guy, the tough guy, the
Yeah.
guy that's stronger than you, and the woman is not supposed to be. That's why, like, women that are bodybuilders are looked at like as gross, and men that are bodybuilders are just like, oh shit, he has mad muscle, I want to be like him. And it also has to do with like, if you go ahead looking at someone who in a patriarchy society, in a patriarch, if you see a guy hitting a woman, it's like, oh, you're not supposed to hit someone weaker than you. Like, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
But then if the tables are turned in a patriarchy, it's just like, oh, she's defending herself because in a patriarchy,
A woman
she's
is
weaker
weaker.
and she needs
Yeah.
to defend herself. It's not always right,
But that's
but
just how it's
that's the first thing you
perceived.
think of because of the fact that we are in this specific society. There's societies around the world that women lead, and women are stronger, women are the breadwinners, stuff like that. And there are other societies when it's both. It's the same. So that answers the
Society.
question.
That does answer the question. Damn, so society's fucked up.
For damn sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
dead
don't
ass
think you
not.
need that question to tell you that.
Yeah, like,
That's not like. I'm be honest, like
I'm be honest, you speaking some bullshit.
when a
right now.
nigga like, I feel only a nigga can be called a woman beater. A woman can't be called a nigga beater,
what
a
happened?
man beater. Like I don't feel it works that way.
What'd you say?
Cause you gotta understand, they're not gonna give both titles to type people, right? So
It's kind of like
when you
calling-
smacking your girl up, that's physical and mental. You feel me?
Yeah.
When your girl smacking you up, the reason why she had to smack you up is straight mental. You feel me?
You
Ain't
at the
physical,
end of the day,
mental.
you shouldn't be hitting anyone. Unless it's,
Like,
unless it's
a
for
Exactly.
self-defense.
If
A woman not getting up and hand on no
Guys,
nigga
who's raping
unless you already feel like he
guy,
pussy.
you get a rape
Look,
from this guy.
I'm a feminist. It's free smoke for anybody, man, woman, or child if you touch me. Actually, let me take that child one back. But man or woman, it's free smoke.
This nigga bugging.
That's not feminism. That's just
How is that not equal rights for everyone?
Okay,
You know what you just said is one of the top things feminists do not like to hear.
Like last week, because last week
JP.
was friggin' intense, and I just wanted to
free
ask a
smoke.
question, and no one wanted to answer it. All I heard was dick tipping and ass crack. So, but you can't really say that you're a feminist if
The first topic you bring up is the fact you can't say, I can't smack a woman
Yeah,
equally.
like-
Nigga, that's the number one thing feminists complain about. Like, why do you care if you can, if you got equal rights to smack a woman?
I mean, if a woman hit me, there is no reason why I should not be able to put hands on her.
But why is that the first thing you want to answer as a feminist?
But I'm just saying that's one of the things.
No, that's the
He's
first
like a
thing.
third wave feminist.
There are
As long as
other
I can smack them up equally.
Bro, like,
there are other things like
Don't tell
I want to be as a feminist. I want women to have to pay the same.
This nigga's not
Have
a
to pay
feminist.
alimony if the man is,
They do pay
like
alimony.
not alimony, child support. If
They do. A woman can get child support.
They can,
yeah, but it's not as
rare.
often. Like the
No,
court
because
system.
a woman could get pussy to pay the child. I mean, dick from another nigga and money to pay the child support.
Bro.
She get your 2-for-1 special, and she still get to spend.
Combo one.
Bro,
he just breaks even.
Yeah.
can we all agree that the court system is set up so that the woman wins all the time and when
Yes,
it's in case of
nigga,
families?
we know that.
Right.
But
So
you
why?
have to think about it from
Boy,
different
see,
points of view.
this nigga here,
How
this
so?
nigga is not a
What
feminist.
point
I
is
am a feminist.
No, you're
Equal
not,
rights.
because you're stating everything.
Yo,
that-
bro, you're saying all the flaws in the system where you have the rights to beat up a woman.
No,
that should not
I'm
be
saying-
a problem or
I'm
thing
saying-
if you don't hit women.
I'm saying
I
the
didn't hear you say, hey, I want equal pay.
Bro, and bro,
I do want that. I do want that.
You never
No,
argue with
no,
self-defense. Bro, you never argue with self-defense either. Bro, this when you not, bro, bro. It's when you stop being a feminist, bro. No, let me explain when you stop being a feminist, bro. You stop being a feminist, bro, when you wasn't even saying out of self-defense, when you just kept saying, can I give a woman free smoke, bro? You went from, oh, she hit me first, can I hit her back? Then it turned to, how come the woman settled to, and if I smack her up? Like, nigga, a self-defense argument isn't the same. You're not arguing if you could knock the bitch out after she hits you. But you dead ass just keep asking, how come the court system gonna make me say I lost?
All right, guys. So Majori's got a question.
I have a question. So, I hear a lot of guys say like, "Oh, I hate feminists," all that stuff, and then
I love
when
feminists.
they go, we're not even gonna touch
JP,
this.
don't even touch
lying
it.
ass
Don't even
nigga.
say nothing. Don't say
You just
anything,
went in and
JP.
out with that whole speech. But can we? Cause I want to just understand something. When a guy or anyone that doesn't like feminists for some reason defines a feminist, all the qualities of quote unquote feminists
Is
are
equal rights to smack
radical
up a
as
woman.
fuck. I'm just like, wait.
It's always, can I smack up a
You mean in
woman?
terms of like,
It's always if I can smack up a woman.
I mean, I obviously agree with.
That's not what I mean.
I obviously agree with the fact that the
You said I'm hot.
glass ceiling should disappear. We should all get equal pay for the same jobs, right?
I don't agree with
I
that.
all agree.
but she's beyond that.
Oh my God, Cash.
I don't.
This
I'm
anti-feminist.
explaining why I don't believe in that.
Okay,
We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get to
I
that.
explained this at
We're
work.
beyond that, yeah.
I didn't finish the question though.
But I do want to answer
It's
it.
basically like, whatever I hear is like, the guys just, they go, oh, feminists are just like, yeah, I get to be this, that, and the third. I can fuck all, like, just fuck all the men race and all that shit. Like, it's all radical statements. And there are different layers to being feminist.
Feminist, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like there are different layers to being any part of a religion, there are different layers to being feminist. Like, you can't just be like, oh, all feminists want to fuck all men, you know how they're all lesbian. I'm like, no, fam. Feminists
sound
like
like
equal
Nicki
rights.
Minaj.
No,
But that's
no.
sort of how people who are against
That's what they see it as. They don't, the fact that they don't understand it,
They
that's
try
what
to
they
exaggerate
do.
it, and that's what I want to understand.
Yeah, people who are-
And then on top of that, people, sorry JP, like JP.
Whoa.
Don't say sorry, it's facts.
Shout out to JP.
JP,
Ding dong
feminist,
yourself.
give free smoke. Freaking stupid.
Yo, free smoke if I
people
get
like
hit.
JP will be like, oh, if it's all free rights, if it's all free rights, I have a right to hit her back. I'm
And
just
she
like,
hits me,
that
yeah.
shouldn't be the, yes, self-defense.
It's
by
just
all
one
means.
of them. It's the one I
But that's-
want to bring up right now.
not a
But then
feminist, bro.
that's always the case whenever someone wants to bring up an
what you
equal
said.
right. Like, that's not
Yeah.
an equal right, that's just self-defense. If someone swings at you, you're gonna swing back.
Nah, not if
That's
so.
regardless.
That's the
Let me
thing.
know.
That's
There
not
are-
feminism.
there
that's
are a lot-
society.
Are we explaining
That's what
why it
that
happens,
is.
Pick it
though?
up. Not the
No,
first part.
That's society.
I'm
It's
trying
not feminism. That's
first
just
part.
if you hit a woman, even if it's self-defense in your case, they're not gonna look at it as, oh, you're hitting a
Not the-
woman because
there's
you're
the
defending
second
yourself.
part.
They're like, oh, you're a man stronger than a woman, and you're hitting a woman. Boom, you're
Free
in the
smoke.
Yo,
wrong.
boy, I don't care how
That's not
diesel
what
a
I'm
woman
talking
is,
about.
bro.
But that's like his
Let me
free smoke
explain,
makes
bro.
no
What did
sense.
Dave, wait, what
I
did
wanna-
David say? I'm
you
gonna
want-
get to Kashu.
Do you want the answer as to why that happens?
I wanna, yes.
I can tell you why that happens. It's because when you're on the defensive of an issue, you focus out at the outrage of the injustice as opposed to focusing on the injustice itself.
There we go.
So if
I like that.
so if women are saying, "Hey, we're getting beaten, this and that," fuck men, and they're like, "Oh, well, not all men do this." Like, of course they don't, but it still happens. That doesn't solve the original problem. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you're trying to invalidate her point by focusing on her,
It's kind of
like
like
her
Black
overreaction
Lives
to
Matter.
it.
All lives matter.
Yeah, they want you to
Yo,
be specific.
Whoopi Goldberg agrees with me. She said it's free smoke for any woman who hit a man.
That's cool, bro. Whoopi
But
Goldberg
it's
like
nice.
90.
That's
Why are you
one
still
point.
on this, yo?
But then that's one point. But JP, you brought
himself.
up that one point without
Majority,
laying
he
down
just
any
said-
other
he
point.
He's
said
still
you can't
he's,
stop
like,
me.
he's still on the
said same.
overreaction. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about like the issue of it.
Yeah,
like the
that's,
actual.
that's what I wanted to ask because whenever like
Yeah.
someone, because I can consider myself feminist like to some extent. Like
What?
I would agree with the independency of a woman, like having her being the individual. She can go out and get the bread, come back. She can do the things that society thinks only a man can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And like that's true. Like
Yeah, she
I've
should be
seen
able to do
women do that. And on top of like let's add on to what JP said. If I swing at somebody, they have the right to swing back at me. But then for them it's self-defense. But JP, when you brought up that, it was like that's not the only point. And on top of that, it almost make it seem like being a feminist means I can get hit.
That ass.
That's literally what I heard from you.
Well, it's one of the points I wanted to bring
Bro,
up.
can I explain why women don't
Yeah, go
deserve
ahead.
equal pay?
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
Let me explain. Like,
We losing fans, guys.
the first, I don't believe a woman and a man can do all the same jobs in the first place.
That's where the woman
me
would go and
explain.
find a job that she can do.
Sometimes
Let me explain. Let me
No,
explain.
sometimes genetically, if you do the
Let me
same job
explain.
as a guy,
Like, if you,
There should be
my
like
fault.
tests.
Oh, you want to say?
I
You
want
want
to
to say
explain
that?
why
before?
that's bullshit. though.
No, can I finish? Can I finish my point?
there
Yeah.
have been like my aunt. She's a retired nurse, and she has seen women like do strenuous activities that men usually do, like hard labor, and it fucks up their reproductive system.
Yeah.
Word?
It takes a toll on their body.
Yeah.
So are we saying women can't do some of the
But-
jobs men do?
Shut up.
But there are ways around it. That's where bodylifting comes in, all
Body
that stuff.
mechanics, yeah.
Yes. But I'm not saying like a petite old lady can do hard labor or a regular teenager can do the same thing a guy can do and be physically okay. Mentally, sure, you can do whatever you want, but it's like it comes with a toll sometimes. I'm not saying that's for every woman in that case, but it comes as a toll. What were you saying, Shim?
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna
As soon as he's done with
All right. So my fault. So say you work at a construction site. I'm gonna use an out of the box scenario.
Okay.
Say you work at a construction site, right? Why would you let a guy in a wheelchair work on your construction site, lifting heavy stuff and moving? A guy in a wheelchair. You really?
You wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't,
But
right?
then they're also required.
But that's why there's requirements to the job saying, you
Yeah,
know,
I'm
you can
saying
work
that's
a
why
certain
some
amount of
women
hours.
can't work certain jobs and why some men
Yeah,
some
but
men can.
okay, so there is a job, let's say for example, there is a job, an office job, where a woman and a man can do the same work.
There are
In a lot
mentally
of
and emotionally
instances
capable of
right
doing the
now,
same thing.
men and women are doing the same jobs, but men are making
No,
more.
no.
Not
That's
physically,
what we're touching on.
That's what
not
we're talking
physically,
I'm not
just
saying go
period, a job.
We're not saying go to construction site.
Okay, done.
No
Now, let me
legs
explain why that's some
and-
bullshit, right? It's statistically
Let him
proven
finish, he doesn't
that
know.
women on average, go for jobs that pay less in general, just the choice of job. Like, a woman is more likely to stop at the nursing spot, while a male is more likely to go for a doctorate spot. Like, just where they choose to stop at. Like, I'm like, say, if they work the same job, they usually get paid the same amount if you look it up. But it's the
That's
fact
not
that.
always true.
That's
Kat.
not always
the
true.
point we're getting at. I
I don't
used to
agree
work
with
at Payless, and some dude was making more than me, and he was doing the same shit I
At
was
Forever
doing.
21, when I was working there, I
don't
got
know.
paid 10 hours.
Yo, now we calling companies names,
Nah, I
we're gonna get
disagree.
sued.
Bang,
All right,
bang,
so let me
girls,
just-
I don't care.
I was doing more.
I don't think that. I think what it is that when
But
you
how
filled
high
out
up
that
are you
paper,
going?
yeah, when you
Like,
filled out
you
that
wanna
paper, you
Uh-huh,
accepted that
yep,
$10
yep,
while the
yep.
guy
Are
wrote
you talking about like
10.25.
senators?
Sometimes you
and,
gotta demand how much you want,
like,
and usually the man
presidential
demands
I
candidates?
more.
demanded how much I wanted, and they
And-
still gave me 10 an hour.
And how much
No,
did
they
you demand?
finessed you and made you accept 10 hours.
I
I'm
asked
like 18,
during my
what was I
shifts
gonna
and
do?
stuff.
I'm asking you how much did you demand to get paid for? Like,
What
you
the
know,
fuck I was gonna do? I didn't have a job.
Well, what I
thought you
suggest to
had it.
people when you first go into a retail job is to always ask for more than you want. So ask for
I
like
still
20,
do that.
right?
I
If they don't want to give you the
still do
20
that too.
and they want to hit you with the minimum and you have the experience, if you have the experience, you hit them with, well, if y'all don't want to pay me what I'm worth, make no sense me being here.
And nigga, what mad nigga reply with?
But that's at the
That's
Shag
not
nigga,
level
But then
with
that's
nigga said I was only gonna give you the job because I'm
Yo, you
from
guys are all
action, you
talking at
black
once.
bitch.
Majority, but that's at the retail level, right?
Retail
that's
is
not it.
basically 10 to
No,
What?
for
Like, no one's-
retail, there are
Depends.
specific things to retail. So, like, when I was working in Forever 21 in Times Square, there were different jobs. So, everyone came in, you were either a sales associate
stockroom.
or a cashier.
Oh.
You moved to sales associate and cashier, to stockroom, to lead, and all that stuff in between. There were different prices that you would get paid for at each thing.
Yeah.
Different headaches too, but still prices. I was working with someone, worked all day, like came in at like 8 in the morning, decided to take someone's shift, and then stayed overnight. That Forever 21 opens at 8 o'clock in the morning and doesn't close till 12.
12.
And we have to stay until 2. So I did an all-day shift once, and I did like an all-day shift, and then came in the next day, and then I was in school, and then came back the day after, and I got paid $9.25 an hour, and someone got paid $10.50 an hour because I asked him, I was like, how much do you get paid? And
I'm not supposed to
that guy
disclose that
specific-
information. but-
It's not illegal for you to disclose that information.
really doesn't matter.
It's not.
Who gives a fuck?
That's
So
just pride.
they tell you it's not. They tell you it's illegal, but it's not. really not.
You're actually
But
supposed to talk about
you're
that kind
supposed
of
to.
stuff to see if you're
They
getting
would
paid the
like you
same
not
amount.
to, so you guys can't compare
Yep.
wages.
Yeah,
That's
because
why they
you
volunteer.
also on the when you're signing up for being an sales associate and all that stuff for the job, in there it says, no discrimination over sex, race, religion, whatever. That means equal rights, equal pay. So if I get paid $9.25 an hour and some guy that does less work than me, because I've seen him do less work than me, get paid $10.50 an hour, there's a problem.
Question: has he been working longer or?
No,
Okay,
he came in after.
that justifies.
So that's the problem. That's another problem. That it's like part of the feminist thing. Like
Yeah.
equal pay is what women look for also. Not just getting punched in the face if they swing first. Which is also like that has nothing to do with feminism. It's just self-defense. If someone swings at me first, I'm gonna punch them in their jaw after or do some shit afterwards. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he hit me,
But
and go
it's-
somebody. It's not
It's
how
not.
it works.
It's not really about the physical aspect of it. It's like okay, it happened. So who's gonna get the blame now?
Yeah.
You know, and usually the man gets the blame.
It's like the red pill. It's like the male movement where they're like breaking double standards. Like
Sorry. Yeah.
Like that right there is what we need to address.
like there's a whole segment of people who are like men's rights activists because men are being like falsely accused of rape, this
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
Like
And some women
And that's
take
wrong.
some women
and
take
that is wrong.
That very
some
is
women
what's
take
wrong.
the patriarchy and use it to their own gain. Like women will be like, "Oh, he hit me," when in actuality he didn't.
Yeah.
Or for this case, for Usher and the woman, he gave me a CD when in actuality he probably
Bill
didn't.
Cosby, man.
But yeah,
We're not gonna talk
Oh,
about
yeah, we ain't
Cosby.
about to talk about
Do you
that.
guys honestly
Here's
think
what
he
we're-
did it?
Not gonna talk about
even besides that, here's what we think. Like we're
The
trying
meme
to.
said he did.
Oh my god,
Go ahead, bro.
JP, we're losing
Mass
bad
media,
news.
bro.
that
No
Bill
more
Cosby
news,
shit made
all
me lose
about
my
news.
train of thought.
No.
That Bill Cosby shit was serious, bro.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Bill,
bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bill,
Shout out
bro.
to Bill. He
they,
didn't do nothing.
They really try to destroy your career, bro.
They tried, son.
They tried.
What is going on?
I don't even know.
I'm sorry. Go
Whenever
back.
someone does- Are you talking about the ding?
I
No.
derailed the
Yeah, but like I was saying, Mijori, that men think they're in the middle ground of all of this, like where, just like with Black Lives Matter or anything like that, where there's a middle of America that doesn't care and that doesn't like,
That's a problem too.
they don't care, they don't like, they're not doing any actions. Like they might agree with it, they might not hate, they might not contribute it indirectly, but they're contributing indirectly by not doing that.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't say or do anything, you're more of a problem because you're
And
not
we-
taking the initiative.
And we feel that men are like us men are in that position where like we just like we have our own issues or anything like that to deal with. Like we can't.
Why is that funny? Hold
No,
on.
none of this look completely different.
You look it up. What are you guys looking up?
just lump something.
Nigga
up.
looked up
You guys
butthole
make
splits.
Benjamin Button.
What the? Whoa! I'm being framed. I did not
Y'all
look
just
up
made-
anything of that such.
Y'all
Please
just
continue,
made
David.
David lose his
continue.
train of thought.
My bad.
Lose his train of
What were you
thought?
saying,
Like, you dad speak some real shit. Then.
And you guys
Really
are over there.
Yo.
I was just saying that men still have to worry about not being divorced, not having to lose all their property, not having to get falsely accused of rape or anything like that, or being in a position where a woman can use that because there is like Mijori said, there's people who are like women
Who
who
take
are
it, yeah.
taking their advantage by using the patriarchy against them.
All this ding ding nonsense without the shout outs. That's a good point, David. That's a good point.
I think I wanted to talk about Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah,
And
Shouts out to my son.
but I
Man, South Park already.
but
like,
can I just interject?
But he
Because
whack. I ain't
we
gonna lie
already
to you. I
talked
nigga
about that.
garbage.
go ahead,
Where,
interject.
yeah,
football
for
fan.
Colin Kaepernick, like people are worried so much about the actual action he like sitting on like taking a kneel at the football games as opposed to what he was protesting, and they're just acting irrational over this, so they don't even have to address the real
Boy,
problem.
Can we
When
get
he-
some background?
When he took that L, bro, was that he offended niggas in the army. That's what he took that L, son.
Can we get some
You're
background?
not saluting?
He's not wrong about it.
He's
though.
not wrong, but a lot of people salute to that flag. Black people too. So any
Despite not knowing the full song.
army strong person just for the fact that he's disrespecting their flag. they
for
was
the,
supposed
for the
to avoid.
freedom that they're protecting.
But everybody
them for.
sees that, bro. Why black cops still trying to be black cops? Like to work for a corrupt system and influence, but they still do it because they support that flag. They wanna wave that. Why don't they snitch when they know damn well somebody just got murdered?
man, I
A
just
black
want to
man
know.
just got murdered.
I just want to
that
know
flag more important than your people.
why statements like these, or I mean, just actions like these, get inflated so much. You know, like there are people out here that are actually trying to do things. You know, and everything, trying to have more reach, and this is just everywhere.
I
This is
mean,
getting memed up.
it's a big
This
deal
is
when
race
he,
political.
when he can't
It's
get a
really,
job.
It's really not that
He
serious.
can't get a
though.
job now.
This self-hate nigga here.
Who?
No, I'm like I understand it and I respect it, but why did we blow up such an event for no reason?
Because
while
it-
other things need attention.
Cash,
Cause
touched
Twitter,
on that
bro.
point.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. It's cause Twitter. If you see a black man standing up for black people,
I just feel like
it's going
that's-
viral,
I
like
just feel like-
100%.
Word?
Yeah.
I feel
think
like
we
that's
should do that.
irresponsible, you know? Like, we're just irresponsible as a society,
Disrespecting
bro.
the flag is that's his legal right to do. He can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, he can, but people
They
who
should be
support the flag
upset.
ain't gonna agree.
But we
That's
have
fine,
said
they
we
don't
can
agree,
do
but-
it.
And plus,
But
too,
it happened
the,
up
the
this morning.
Trying to
army, the
crucify
army
him.
has
No,
a,
no, no,
the
the fact
army
is
gets a
that he
lot of
did
their
it.
donations from the NFL, so it's kind of understandable to tie. You disrespect
Yeah,
the
but-
army, you're disrespecting the NFL.
But he's being
the
punished for
NFL puts money in your pocket. So in turn, you're disrespecting what puts money in your pocket. If you disrespect your boss, is your boss going to continue putting money in your pocket?
No, but
It depends on your boss.
That's them actually punishing him.
Yeah, but
you
it-
just said it. Like,
But he didn't
That's-
disrespect. Like he had a legal right to do it. Like if you think he disrespected you, then,
Thing is,
then
bro,
that's
bad
right.
niggas support
Wait,
the
I'm sorry,
American
what's
I'm
flag.
just saying he's being punished for this.
What?
That Colin
why?
Kaepernick-
Why is he being punished
Because,
for
bro, if
this?
you support the American flag, bro, you ain't gonna want no nigga when you supposed to. If you support it, stand your ass up. You ain't gonna be happy with no nigga taking a knee.
Facts.
Oh.
That's
got
if you
you,
support the
If
flag.
you
though.
if
Like
you
you're
don't,
not
Like
like,
y'all asking questions about why does white America treat black people who fight against white America like shit?
You know,
like you could
Like we know the
support-
answers, but the answers is basic. We
You
already
could
know this.
support the flag, but just if you disagree with something that it symbolizes, then you just
yeah,
I
majority.
have a thing. So, do you guys know the whole Star Spangled Banner?
What?
Oh,
You
say,
guys
can
know
you
the whole
see
thing.
You guys know
from
the
the
whole
heart,
entire
believe
thing.
in?
Yeah.
oh hell no, I have no idea what that is.
I don't Trinidad.
I know the Crip Sprinkling Banner.
Hold on,
Nigga,
there are
fuck
about
that. What's
5
cracking,
more
cuz?
verses. Stop.
With
About
rape-
I
slavery.
mean, my
Yeah.
fault.
You're lying.
I'm not Crip. I'm
No,
really
Yeah, the
lying.
whole
Read
song.
it.
Please, please bring this out
There
because
are
I
about
am
4 to
intrigued.
5 more verses talking about slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew that.
In what song?
So
Star Span-
why I don't see
Spangled
why
Banner.
people have a problem with him not pledging to the flag.
Because they support
please,
it.
Please bring it up because
It's
I'm
really that
But you don't
confused.
understand.
Ashley has
like,
no idea what's
I'm
going
not-
on.
All right, let me explain the
honest,
hierarchy
let me-
that I
let
just
me-
explained.
Let me just.
It's like
for
a
second,
vegan
and
get
then
mad
can
at you
try
why
to,
you
like,
drink
cover
milk,
the
nigga.
screen.
You crossed the line.
What happened?
It's like a vegan get mad at you and like why you drink milk. Like the line already been crossed.
Yeah, it's
The
like,
second they don't like it, they ain't gonna
I mean,
let you
he's
rock.
oversimplifying it, but basically, it already happened.
Make your point now.
Yeah.
It already happened, so it's like it doesn't matter anymore. Is that what you're saying?
And yet we're still
No,
making
I'm
a
saying
big
there's no
event out of it.
comeback. You're not
Wait,
changing the
hold
outcome.
up. What already happened? Because the
That nigga
4 to
took the
5
knee
verses-
before
Took the
nigga
knee.
knew he was gonna take the
Already
knee.
happened.
He took the knee.
Yeah,
The
uh-huh.
army felt disrespected.
Yeah.
The NFL is a big supporter of the army.
Yeah.
Right? So he disrespected a partner of what puts money in his pocket.
But that's not how it works.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying that like people already they live that life already. There's people
Living
with
the life of.
like there's people in the highest levels of government who have hatred for blacks, who are still racist. Like
Oh no, okay. I see what
senators
you're
from
saying.
Mississippi.
I thought
things
you
like
guys
Biggest
were
example, Trump.
I thought
Trump
you guys
don't
were
hate
Yeah,
talking-
blacks.
no, there's a
that-
subtle
he
racism.
hates
Yeah, there is,
something.
but I ain't gonna say he like.
No, of course, but
Hate.
that's what I'm
It's a
saying.
subtle
That's what
racism,
I'm saying.
it's
I'm saying
not
Colin
apparent.
Kaepernick.
Yeah, I know.
They're on the defensive. They can't make it seem like they are.
Mm.
They just
I
every
thought you
time
guys were
they're
talking
they're
about-
attacked, they're like, oh, why do I have to be attacked? I can just be like a regular white man.
Yeah.
Like I don't support it. I don't they'll say I'm not racist, but when they are, but they're just trying to like be on the defensive.
A red herring, you feel me? Like
Yeah.
throw us
I
off.
thought you guys were just asking about. I thought you guys were talking about why he took a knee. I mean, why he didn't decide to pledge to the
We're
flag.
talking about if he deserved what the
No, he
punishment
had
that
to.
he.
Wait, what
he got.
punishment he got?
No.
I mean, he was out of.
Basically, can't come back to the NFL.
No,
He
they
can,
signed
no
him. They
team
signed him. They
picked him
signed
up.
him.
They signed him?
Yeah, they signed him like a week ago.
Oh, thank God.
He can always come back to the NFL.
It seemed like nobody wanted him.
Because how the NFL works, not the NFL picks
he's
your
not
team.
supposed
It's
to be
like,
punished.
Well,
the
the
coach.
thing about
It's
it
the coach
is,
who
this
picks your team.
happened. This event got blown up, and now everything is normal again. So they just brought him back because
Yeah.
nobody fucking cares anymore. That's
Nobody
really
cares
it.
about it no more.
Oh,
Like
so
we just made this shit out of nothing. Honestly,
I saw
no, it's
something
because he's not on the
we
team
are-
and the NFL season's about to start. That's why
Yeah.
I made a big deal again.
I mean, if the NFL, someone said if the NFL season started and he wasn't on a team, the NFL is racist, and they're gonna lose a lot of viewers because of that
I mean, the
racism.
NFL decided.
You're not
to
gonna
cover
lose as
the
many
fact that
viewers as them
concussions
niggas
cause
watching
mental
Kaepernick.
problems.
If we really want to talk
You saw
about
what
it,
happened to Donald Sterling?
the NFL, like they, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word when you cover something up bad that someone does, and like protect them? What's that word? I I don't know the word. Anyway, the NFL protects and covers
Denies
the,
information.
the wrongs of all their players. Like, they're
That's not
rapists in
true.
the NFL. They're probably killers
But
in
you
the
understand,
NFL.
the NFL don't pick the player. The coach picks the players.
Yeah, I understand that, but they
You can't say
still...
the NFL.
So they're not
like,
looking for a back.
it was never hidden that Ray Lewis possibly killed 3 people. It was never hidden that OJ killed his family. And the NFL didn't keep those hidden.
This is why.
So we're not gonna
Maybe
touch the fact
because
that
those were too big.
Like, maybe because those were black
The
players.
problem
But at the
is
same
that
time, how
they
many...
still wanted to put people in.
You gotta start that point over.
So no one wants to cover the fact that.
But that's not
the
their
NFL
problem, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it is.
Let her finish the
Because
point.
after a
The
while,
NFL what?
She gotta finish the point. We
if
didn't hear it.
Contracts,
no one
man.
wants to touch on the fact that the NFL decides to cover up information saying that concussions, multiple chronological concussions cause mental problems.
All right, hold up.
Every place like that covers
Hold
shit
up.
like that.
Hold up.
How's that not
The
their
reason I'm
problem?
saying
She's
it's not their
absolutely
problem
right,
because I'm
yeah.
like, if you're giving that information, you
Oh,
still
'cause they're
chose
still
to-
making
if
money.
you're still choosing to go after
Yeah, no.
learning that, it's on
No,
you.
I got
Yeah,
you.
like-
That's
But
what I
I
mean.
thought you
The
meant.
NFL shouldn't need to tell niggas
hell yeah.
that you ran your helmet against somebody
pissed
else,
off guy,
you will catch a concussion.
All right, so right
That's
now,
not the
we're-
NFL
so right
job. That's your
now,
They
parents'
know.
job before
They-
you hit the
no,
field.
No.
No, but I just information. If you're basically being told your head's
You're
you
ramming
get
your head.
shit rocked daily, you think nothing's gonna happen to you? Like, what do you want me to say?
Like, that's like, to be honest, like, what you're saying, Majori, I get what you're saying, but that's like, for me personally, I don't agree with the idea of parents blaming teachers for not teaching sex ed in school.
You're supposed
Like-
to learn a lot of stuff at home.
Yes, so that's like the same thing with that's like the same thing with the NFL. Like, they ain't. What was my point? Oh yeah, I get that.
We don't know, fam.
That it's not the NFL's job to tell you you can get a concussion from ramming your helmet against somebody's helmet.
That's your mom.
That's the nurse.
it's not their
That's your
job.
mom. So them covering
no,
up. They
that's
just,
also common sense.
yeah, like it's not like the NFL isn't covering up. They just don't got to talk about it because it should be like
don't ask, don't
self-explanatory.
tell. But then it's also like
Yeah, that's why they're paying the big money.
it is like the don't ask, don't tell, and
Yeah.
they're still making financially they're still making money. So why tell them? But I understand that point.
Like if you.
But it's like why press upon this thing about not pledging to the flag when
There are bigger problems in your...
Because you gotta understand, the Super Bowl is the most one-day event ever watched, like every year ever.
yeah.
I thought, what's his name? Outwatched it now.
What?
Game of Thrones is...
No? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Compared to the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Like,
outwatched it.
I watched
It was
Super
Game
Bowl.
of Thrones broke the most watched television show at one night the other day.
You serious?
Yeah, how many
yeah,
people?
they...
Oh shit.
I highly
remember.
doubt that.
I
It probably
think-
goes max at 2 million.
I'm not
Because
the
people
only
with
one who
cable
has
and
to
without
watch Game of
cable can watch the
Thrones,
Super Bowl.
Game of Thrones is
You have
awesome.
not
Please
watched
get
it?
on it.
I
Please
just said
get
I don't
on it.
watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
Super Bowl
either.
gets
That shit is like.
Super Bowl get tens of millions of
I
views.
understand I understand you feel the need to
I
be
have-
different, but
I
just
have
watch it. It's amazing. I'm
Damn,
telling
maybe
you.
that's something I watch.
telling
I
you.
don't feel like
Talk
I
about
would
Philly.
rather
Maybe
watch
Game of
Dear
Thrones broke the
White
record for
People,
weekly
which is
thing.
a poppin' ass show, and Insecure.
That show's
Before I watch
actually-
Game of Thrones.
That show's actually.
I
pretty
just
good.
don't care.
It's
That
pretty
show
like-
good, but it ain't that good. Like,
Shit is wavy.
be honest with
I
you.
just-
That show is not that good.
Like, I'll get to
It's
it.
dead
I'll
ass.
get to it.
Like, it's
That's
good.
my
It's using the Walking Dead's like
Basic
using their-
And I
format.
like The
format,
Walking
yeah.
Dead.
That's it. No one said you can't.
Where you
I'm just
set up-
saying I'll get to it when I get to it.
where you do the setup character, kill character, setup character, kill character. They're trying to be like the
Yeah,
bloody.
And they
Basic
throw
show.
and then throw some dragons. Of course you gonna get niggas to watch throw some dragons.
I love that shit.
This shit breathes fire. I'm watching
That's
it. Like,
amazing.
Walking Dead has no happy endings, and they're trying to do that too with this.
What? Which one?
Yeah, because
Walking
it's
Dead.
like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
the same-
impossible
it's the
to.
same
It does a zombie apocalypse. Niggas is not living regardless.
Not happily killing zombies and then
Yeah.
moving on with your
You
life.
die
no.
sooner or later.
You see a zombie, you're gonna cry. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
The walkers.
Oh no.
They have the same setup for the show.
We need
They're
guns.
both
We need
fantastic in
bullets.
my
Walking
opinion.
Dead is pretty good though.
The Walking Dead got whack after like season 6. Let's be honest.
Nah, it's still nice.
Nah, boy, I know you don't
I'm
watch it,
watching
bro.
the-
It's just they
Walking Dead
killed
walkthroughs.
Glenn, bro, and everyone's salty.
That was a good.
No, boy, the only character niggas cared about was what's his name?
Who?
Nigga, the nigga everybody like with the bone with
The
the
imp?
cross, bro.
Oh.
Oh, Daryl?
Daryl?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Daryl, the only
Thrones,
nigga
some
niggas
way.
really fuck with, bro. Daryl died. No one care about the main character anymore. Daryl like a Vegeta, and Goku
Wait.
became mad.
Hold up, because I didn't touch up. I'm kind of far back. Not far
No, I'm not
back.
explaining nothing.
Okay, I was like, don't
Like
ruin it for me.
Daryl is like it's like when Vegeta first turned Super Saiyan and you look at that nigga like he had the badass his own personal music and shit. Like damn, this nigga cool as fuck. And you see Goku in the corner poisoned by. Remember you started dying like it's like come on like
You're
That's
saying he's like
their
the anti-hero. Like,
Last
Yeah,
year,
he's the
Like,
he's the anti-hero.
nobody
And niggas
likes
fuck with
him,
the
everybody
anti-hero more
likes
than the
Yeah.
good guy. Unless it's Batman. Niggas fuck with Batman too heavy for some reason.
OD.
last year the Walking Dead beat the Super Bowl and
Let me see this, bro. Wait, what article
Right
you
here.
reading?
says the numbers right here. The Super Bowl is not even top 10.
Maybe people are just getting turned off from the fact that, you know, people are slamming their heads constantly.
Don't get up.
You know,
but the Super Bowl's a one-day event.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like,
it
this
should,
is-
it should be more popular.
What are you talking about,
Walking
bro?
Dead.
Scroll up.
If that is true, I do believe
It's right
it.
here, bro.
But they show it every week.
That's true.
Shows,
You know
nigga.
how many hours?
This says shows, nigga. Excluding live sports. What are you arguing?
All right.
Oh my god.
You're looking
and-
at
and
show
never
season
mind,
still,
and-
bro.
and
Yeah,
never
bro.
mind.
Looking
Why
at
you checking
shows, Super Bowl.
computer?
Like,
No, that one had the Super Bowl in it.
The statement was false.
Big Bang Theory did not beat the Super Bowl.
Nah,
It
that
could've.
shit cannot be Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Nothing
you're not
beats
saying that the
That's
Super Bowl is
okay.
also for people without cable. Big Bang Theory couldn't beat off that basis alone. You could dead ass still have the square
The
TV.
Super Bowl is like the World Cup for America.
See, Walking Dead is still first.
Nigga,
Then NFL.
shows, nigga.
Thursday night football.
Someone
Where does
here?
the Super Bowl show
All
on
right.
this list? You're not
Nigga,
even
this
on
is
the
for
right
shows.
list.
Super Bowl's in the show. It's a one-day
So
event.
what's the
It's a
list we
live
looking
event.
for?
There's no list. They can bring shows to one-day events.
Conversation.
Okay.
I wasn't even mad. I don't even know why I was screaming.
Yeah, I was just like, shows, nigga, shows.
I'm really wow. So we have kind of gotten derailed, and I still kind of know what the racism. You're right. The racism in the Star Spangled Banner
You
was.
never knew about it?
No, I mean I actually haven't.
Yeah, no, I knew
Look at,
about
I
it.
haven't,
Yeah,
and I have it
but-
right here.
That should
right?
go
But
on.
I think that
Because I actually.
Okay,
want
you're
to.
right. The Super Bowl is the most watched.
I mean, but you go by it like it happened, but people are so racist.
no, I'm
And
just
so-
saying that it happens, like because they are so racist. Like
So
they
it's a-
already
Yeah, but
like
then
this.
it's up to that person to say, well, knowing this entire song or knowing, you know, what it was made for, should I still salute the flag despite it being made for freedom?
I'm saying
or
that-
that's how we portray it now. As
I got.
freedom.
I know that's how it should be, but there's people who believe that.
Yeah, they believe in that freedom, and therefore, yeah, there will be some that will go out there and be like, I salute the flag, etc.,
So
etc.
if nobody
and
is
there'll be
hearing
others that
it.
be like, oh no. What?
All
I'm
right,
just saying
and
there's already people
so
who hate him for this already.
Yeah.
and so I have
And
it
they
right
always will
here,
be.
and to the people who actually want to hear this and who don't know
Please say it, because a
about
lot
it.
of people just like, pledge to the flag. It's like, nigga,
This shit go hard.
Exactly.
I ain't
And
even
so,
gonna front.
and so
This
right
shit at
now,
the club
wait,
bumping.
What is this for?
It's the aux cord.
Oh no, no, it's red, it's red.
He want a reason to sing.
And so
You don't have to sing it,
because
it's okay.
I wasn't the person that brought it up, I'll hand the phone over to Majori.
Oh, have
It's
fun,
right
my
there.
dear.
It's right there.
This nigga said I can't
Alright,
read
so,
right now.
and where is the band who valiantly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country should leave us no more. Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave, ere the land or the free and the home of the brave.
I think you should try to talk like a slave. Maybe.
What? That was ignorant.
JP, nobody's gonna like you on this entire
this
thing,
episode
just
of
so you
Let's
know.
Talk Not Argue, I'm about to punch JP in
About
his
to turn into
jaw.
Charlie Williams.
Talk like a slave. Kiss me ass. What a...
You kept this-
All right.
Chill, chill, chill,
Like
chill.
a slave. What you did?
It was a bad joke.
Leave.
It was a bad joke.
Horrible joke.
It was a great joke,
You
bro.
lucky we weren't live.
And I feel like maybe we might need another, rendition of that or no.
What's the thoughts on that?
Well,
Did
is
you
that
guys
what-
already?
It just had
That
to
shit go hard, son. At this point, why y'all getting mad about old shit they don't fix?
Metro Boomin on the beat.
That's a fact.
I mean, they
like,
did fix it. They don't ever sing it.
No, they're not gonna fix it. Old shit don't get
they
fixed. This
just-
is old music.
It's still there.
That means
Still
it's
there,
art.
But like most,
It's like the
most people
Confederate-
don't even know about it.
It's like the Nazi symbol or the Confederate flag. People already
I'm
know
t-
It's
the
like
symbol
what it
exists. They
was.
just don't talk about it. The Nazi symbol still exists. People
Yeah,
still
but
use
then
it.
it's like how many?
We're just trying to.
To be honest,
enlighten
how many
people.
like generations ago, like actual people, like a large amount of people, like I'm not saying people that lived in that time, but like me or somebody younger than me or somebody a little bit older than me that's probably 25 maybe knows what this whole entire song is. I know the song because of people I
That's
talk
that's
to.
like a parent thing. Like if your parent,
Yeah, that's
if you're a
what
black
most
kid
people
walking around,
don't know
parents ain't
about
telling you
this.
certain things.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're enlightening.
You can't blame
to
the
know
flag.
more
nigga.
about
blame
the
the
Right,
parents.
the
song.
flag,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Especially
people
since
don't know about it.
America had slaves under the American flag. They didn't have slaves. They had like 5 years worth of slaves under the Confederate flag. Like
Yeah.
the American flag the one with the slaves. Confederate flag came after.
that's very true.
So it's like
So which one is really for freedom?
the Confederate, I would argue, but that's a different argument.
Wow.
To be honest with you,
Did you
yeah.
guys know that the Star Spangled Banner was actually The song, like the melody behind it, was for not like a speakeasy, but it was kind of like a men's club.
Mm-hmm.
The title was "God Save the Queen."
See? So it's from England? It says
Yeah.
Queen, so I'm assuming
Says
England.
alternative "God Save the King," depending on the gender of the reigning monarch, is the national or royal anthem in a number of Commonwealth realms, their
We're
territories,
speaking a lot of
and the
facts
British
no one is
Crown
gonna know about.
dependencies. So yeah, it was in Great Britain.
I don't know. I'm still jacking
But is
Confederate
that
flags
when they
more about
had
freedom
the
than
colonies? Or that was just like what year?
So you
American
think the
flag.
Confederates
It was
should have won
just-
the war,
it was the
Cash?
lyrics- it was
No,
the
that's not what I'm
lyrics
saying.
used
That's far
for
from what I'm
Southern
saying.
banner.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're saying
neither of them niggas should have won.
who?
Neither of them niggas, son.
Neither of them niggas should have won?
They gave us bootleg freedom.
That's
Yeah,
true.
high
If we risked our lives for some white man to bring back more white people
Mm-hmm.
to one spot.
And then expect us to just like.
I
Accept
mean,
it.
Abraham
Yeah.
Lincoln did say if he didn't have to free the slaves, if he could keep America together
Without freeing the slaves.
without freeing the slaves, he would.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't do it to free
Shouts,
the slaves.
but
He
shouts
did it
out
because
to
he didn't
Abraham
fight
Lincoln,
his
son.
war.
He did it to save the country,
Yeah.
to save the
Yeah.
nation.
Yeah, he didn't give a fuck
Shout
about
out to
no
He ended
Abraham
up-
Lincoln.
He ended
My
up
son was
saving the
ugly though,
slaves.
bro. He was.
Oh, that nigga had a long ass head, boy.
Yeah,
Nigga
yeah.
look like P&B.
But can we put this in a modern context? Because like people were still trying to make black people feel like just move on about it. Like
Yeah,
it
they're
didn't
gonna do that
happen.
because they don't want, like for example, Caucasian people. They're gonna be like, I didn't do it. That wasn't me. So don't blame me for what had happened to probably your grandfather or your great grandfather. You know, so they're just like, don't come to me with that. Oh, you're white and I don't like white people or this and that because of slavery.
But then you should expect us to be upset when we were growing up learning only about European history.
Yeah,
Once again, that's
they're
like
just not making a lot of
In
black
college,
goals.
you
in
can't get
college-
mad at the school system for teaching only the curriculum the school's supposed to
I
pass
can't
you
get mad
for.
at the school system.
I say
but
blame your
can-
parents if they ain't teach you certain shit. The whole time, I just say blame your
that's true.
But then
parents.
what happens if the parents weren't taught that either? Or
A parent's not taught that going to know. I wasn't taught that.
Or the parents felt that they didn't need to tell them because this society is not for black people.
That's definitely why you should tell.
Now that's the case.
That
Where
is the
you
case,
see on
because
videos,
when I was-
you have fathers telling their daughters, "You're a beautiful black queen," or you got mothers talking to their sons saying, "Hey, even though you're gonna learn this in school, just know that you're as important as those people that are Caucasian, that are not black, that are not your
wanna
skin
be a
color."
queen.
Huh?
I didn't know that when in college I actually
JP, I
learned for the
really
first
wanna.
time
I'm gonna
that
punch
there
you in your
was-
face.
In college I learned for the first time that there was a Black Wall Street.
Yeah. And now in
my
college they
thing-
talk more
my
about
thing
how
is,
black
y'all
people
can't-
were
It
helping those
vanished.
inventions.
Y'all just can't
Yeah.
blame.
Yep. No, I learned that in high school.
Y'all can't blame
what?
anybody. The only people that is supposed to teach you shit like that is your people. You can't blame them for like,
Or yourself.
yeah, like
But then you
Well, they
can't,
always
you can't
say-
teach me American history and call it American history. It's
His-
American.
they teach you American curriculum history.
They always
That
say
means it ain't
but
the
then
full
you can't,
history.
You can't say it's American history if you're not teaching me all of America's history.
I mean,
School is the past.
what war, America won all their wars, right? And whoever
No, we
wins the
lost
war.
Vietnam and we lost the bad pig.
How we lost Vietnam if we bombed them?
That was
What we
That
bombed?
wasn't.
That was Vietnam.
That was
We
Japan.
bombed Japan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get your history.
Wait,
See, you gonna blame the school curriculum
You're
for
not
this?
even
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying though.
You're
history.
25 years apart. You're
Hold
25
on.
years apart.
History is written by the victors, right? And even Vietnam is
We
the
lost
exception.
Vietnam.
We lost Vietnam, but we still
Bad
wrote the
things.
history on it.
Well, in
Yeah.
some cases, they are written by the victors. In Germany, actually,
Only if the
they
losers
talk
is
about-
dead. That's all you niggas writing.
in Germany, they actually teach the kids what fucked up shit Germany did during the Holocaust and all.
Germany
that stuff.
was some real niggas. Shouts out to
Germany was
Germany.
just like, yo, let me be real. with
I'm not
myself.
beeping
I
that,
fucked
bro.
up.
Why you
Let
not
me tell
beeping
my
on
kids.
Germany? I
Alright.
said, yo, Germany was all about that power, son.
Them niggas is
Like
rash.
they had one of the strongest armies in World War I and World War
Stop
II.
talking here.
They was really about their movement. And that, the only reason they got Hitler was because they did ass that friendship shit. That's why alliances don't work. Because once your man's getting fucked up, you gotta come in if it's an alliance.
Yeah.
So their army got weak, which allowed Hitler to come in. So don't try to front on Germany like Germany hasn't been holding it down, son.
I mean, they got sanctions though.
But America isn't, and that's even though Peter was making an irrelevant point. It is. Sorry, even though he was making an irrelevant point, it is still about that.
But what? Hold on.
Yeah, about that. Nothing
No, because
specific
he
about
distracted
that.
with that Peter statement.
You just right over there.
About America being less like more successful than Germany because they run the army, they run all the wars.
Yeah.
Or they rewrote history.
For the most part.
Man, I just feel If you want to learn anything that you want to learn or you feel you needed to learn,
Go do the fucking research yourself.
either yourself or your parents.
Yeah, one of the two.
Because like there's nobody that can say they can't.
Stay
Honestly.
woke.
But whether people want
Crack
to.
is creeping.
Yep.
Do we have any more topics we want to talk about?
I don't know. How long the show been
I
going?
thought you had a topic because
Yeah, I thought you
I
called
was-
the
I
topic.
had one more topic.
I was on Facebook.
Oh, what's the last topic then?
Didn't we talk about the man beater thing already?
No, we
Yeah.
did.
Hold up. I saw this post about transgenders yesterday.
Oh God.
I saw that too.
Let me pull that up.
About what?
Let me pull
I
that
already
up.
know what he about to say.
We all
Some
I didn't see
comments
it.
you guys make. I'm
Let's
just
get
like,
it.
why am I friends with you?
No, we didn't say nothing crazy. Hold up.
Oh, it says something like
No, I got it, bro. I got it.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I got it.
No. I'm saying a post that I saw. It said, if you respect women, you gotta respect the transgender woman. You respect the fat woman. You respect the skinny woman.
Yeah,
You
okay,
respect
sorry.
all.
That shit
women.
don't exist.
And-
I don't care what you say. A trans is a nigga, son. Until they can change chromosome setup, and even then.
like I respect the biological woman. How about that?
Yeah. I fucked with that heavy. They was looking at Majori's face.
Majority, any thoughts on
So
that?
it says, the post says, I am transphobic when I say, and there's 4 statements. The first one is, I'm transphobic when I say I am okay with trans women, but they remain biologically male. How y'all
That's
fuck
it.
with that?
That's him.
Does that y'all feel that statement is correct, or do you feel that's transphobic?
Feels like I'm. It feels like
Wait,
it says,
transphobia is a
I
thing,
am,
right?
I am
That's acting.
transphobic. I'm a transphobic when I say I'm okay with trans women, but they remain biologically a male.
I don't feel like that's transphobic. That's just
Do
saying
y'all feel
that,
transphobic?
That's basically saying
But-
you're still a male because of your biological.
Does that mean you
of
don't
your
want them to
DNA,
do
but I'm
things
going
to you
respect
that a
you as
woman would
trans
do?
woman.
But wait a second. Are we talking about like the
Transgender. So,
women are?
for example, if I was a male,
Is it a
if I was a
mental
male
issue or is it a
before-
physical issue or like a
You
biological
think you're a
issue?
woman, so you're going to want to change your appearance. So I was once a man, but I'm a woman now because I take myself as a woman. But basically, he's saying I respect you as a trans woman, but you're always gonna be a man to me
But then
because
that's
that is what
also-
your biological
But
DNA
aren't they?
is.
But then that's also sometimes in some cases also just like there was an incident that I researched on Tumblr and I was just like I read into it more on Google and stuff like that. There was a kid who wanted to be trans because he was living his life feeling like he was born in the wrong body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole coming out process with his parents, and his parents denied him of who he truly
to
thought
be.
he was.
Yeah.
At some point, when you want to be something or you want to do something that because it makes you happy, if it's not affecting anyone, why not? So the parents denied him. So all his life he was conflicted between being who he wanted to be because that's who he felt he wanted to be, or that's who he felt like he was,
You're portraying what his parents wanted him to be.
and portraying what society wanted him to be.
Yeah.
He committed suicide, and on his grave, his parents still put, "Will always be my loving son." So all his life, he was neglected of like who his identity was, like what he identified himself as.
Yeah.
So at some point, if you say like, "I agree with who you are, but you will always be this," is a little fucked up. Because
No, but-
if I
May I
hold
add to
on,
that?
Hold on.
This is
Because-
biological.
Hold on. Because if I say like, oh, I am trans or I am lesbian, gay, whatever. If you say, oh, that's okay and all, but at day one you were this, okay. At day one I was this, but mentally I wasn't happy with who I was.
No, but
And now I'm truly
it's not
happy.
saying.
At that
I'm
point,
understanding
you really just informed the nigga of his ignorance.
I
Because the
understand.
parent denied
No,
him.
I understand.
At
No,
all
what you're saying,
times.
I understand. Like, scientifically, from day one, you had that chromosome to identify that you were a male.
Mm-hmm.
But mentally, if you feel like mentally and physically you are not in your right body or in your right state of mind, because society thinks that if you're masculine, you need to have this, and this to be masculine, and you can be nothing else. Mentally and physically, if you are not happy with who you are and what you have going on, if you change it, that's fine. If it's not hurting anyone, that's fine. It is everyone's entitled to their opinion. Day one, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But to a certain extent, if you go, oh, I am happy for you, but from where you came out of the womb, you were this, that's denying them of who they are.
All right, so I understand that statement. Can I like counter that for so I understand what Viv is trying to say. So it pretty much revolves around the fact that if you are what you think you are, right? I can respect that, right? I can respect if you say you want to be like I don't know, 2004 jet plane or something, it's a G6 or some shit like that. I can respect. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I make it seem like that. But if you think you're a G6, right? Please don't force me. It's an analogy. Please don't force me to think you're one too. Like, I respect it, but please do not make me or make a law for me to actually say, yes, this is true, when I might not believe it myself.
Can I go around and ask you guys what
Wait,
you
there's
guys...
also 3 more.
Oh, go ahead then.
I don't know if you're done with top
Are we done
one,
with this
number one.
topic?
I was gonna bring up.
Statement?
I was gonna transition us into another part of the topic.
So-
But I was gonna ask you guys, each one of you guys, if your kids come out and tell you that they feel like they want to be the opposite sex, or that they like the opposite sex, what is then your actions to
All
that?
right, how old did you
As
do
long as
it?
it makes you happy.
Nah,
Without
how
gonna-
old was he, son?
Let's go one by
I
one.
accept
Oh,
it, honestly.
At a good age to come out, like 16.
There's not really
But-
a good age to come out.
I have a
Because
bigger
you have
question.
5-year-olds that's like,
I know people that are
mommy,
just
I
now
want to
coming
wear
out.
your heels and wear your
But-
makeup, and then
Don't
parents.
matter.
No, there are some. I'm not saying there are a lot, because
Yeah.
majority
Just
of
pick a
them,
random
they're
age.
teenagers
Just pick a
that.
random
All right, let's do 17.
But
Go ahead.
like, even if he feels that way, is he like burdened by it? Does he feel like this? It could be a mental disorder as well, that, or even he gets it
Some
as a
people
result of
say
his
it's a mental
environment,
disorder.
like his environment
It
denouncing
was
him.
treated as a mental disorder.
All right, so Ashley, at 17, if
Or
you're,
is it like he actually wants to be that? If my son like honestly wants to be that,
you create that narrative
Like,
in
what
your
am I to
head.
stop him?
huh?
Create that narrative
If your son
yourself.
wants to be that, then whatever
if your
you
son
decide
wants
to
to
do,
be
that's what
that-
you decide to do. But that's his surrounding, where he's constantly surrounded by men that act very flamboyant, or they're like, oh my gosh, I want to do this, I want to wear makeup, and then he picks up that trait. Then yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But if that's not what he's surrounded by, and that's what he actually wants to do, then that's all to you. But then either you have to change his surrounding or accept who he is.
I feel like it's actually up to the parents to figure out if their son or daughter is gay. Honestly, like they've
They
been
can't
living
really
with
figure it
them.
out.
That's why I asked how old.
And-
'cause
no. If they're
if a
truly
5-year-old
gay,
come to
like
me-
honestly,
talking about, Dad, I wish I had a vagina. And he 5. I'm like, this nigga don't know what I'm talking about.
no, like all right, take it into consideration, but don't actually apply it until they actually come out. You feel me? But you still
I agree
should
with
have
that.
some kind of
Yeah,
idea of
if
it, and
they-
just be like, all right, I understand this. All right, I understand my son is gay or my daughter is gay.
So,
Potentially.
Ashley, what would
Potentially.
your
In terms
response?
of what, coming out as gay, you mean trans or both? Like,
They,
I'm confused.
it's either
It actually doesn't even matter. Yeah.
if give an answer for if they want to be trans, and give an answer for them wanting to be gay.
All right, the gay thing, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't. I really
Agreed.
don't. The trans thing, I'm not gonna front. I'd be shocked. I'd be like, so after all these years now, because you said 17,
Yeah.
and it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and like be like the second they tell me I'm gonna give him a hug and be like, it's great. Like, I'm gonna be shocked, but I don't ever want to be the reason my child felt hated in the world because they couldn't even tell their own fucking family how they felt. So yeah, I would need a minute, yeah, but if they really and truly showing me this is what they want to do, who am I to tell them no? You know?
All right, I'm gonna need a three-piece McNugget on that statement, bro.
What?
All right, so
I
me,
say a little something
me
before?
personally,
Yeah.
my child come out, he's 17, right? Nigga come out as a trans. I'm keeping it a buck. If his name Kashim, my ain't gonna hit the rooftop. If he's dead ass named after me, like if you are one, I'm not gonna like give a fuck. But the fact, if I name you after me, I want like, you want kids, right?
Yeah,
But I
you
want,
huge.
if my first son, I want him to be like the guaranteed bring me another next of kin. You feel me?
Okay.
So if I walk around and I'm 5%, also by 5% of rules, we like gay it's considered a mental illness.
But then you can still.
I'm not gonna say I argue. I'm not gonna say I'm arguing if it is or not. I'm not gonna get into that argument.
Okay.
Right? But what I will say is, he can't claim to be a 5% anymore. He just can't. Against the rules.
Okay. Majority.
Right? He can't accept being that. And I personally, if you're trans, I'm really not gonna fuck with the movement. I'm not gonna push him away. I'm gonna still show him love. Like, he still be my son. I'll treat him the same.
It's gonna be like,
You know,
yeah.
I want him to understand that, shit gonna take a lot of time. Like, I can't go from my son, like, I'm thinking mentally, my son fucking mad bitches. And next thing I know, in reality, he wants his dick between his legs and some nigga hitting him with the back
Son, a
shot.
pillow biter, boy.
Yeah, like, I'm like, that's what the disconnect, like Jay-Z said, phone to the ear, that's a disconnect over here, like, he gonna be on that side of the table, I'm gonna be on this side of the table on this mental part. I can't just hop in and think, oh shit, like you can't just hop into accepting after growing up a certain way, you feel me?
Yeah. It takes,
So,
for you, it would
so
take
I'm gonna look at him. Son, I still love you. If his name Kashim, I'ma highly suggest. He gonna get a new name for a nickname. You feel me? I couldn't call him Kashim because I won't lie. Like my first son is named after me, and he's the one that like doesn't bring the kin. Like he can be gay, cool,
Just call him
whatever.
Eve.
Like I'm not mad at him for being gay. I'm mad at myself for not knowing the knowledge when he was born and passing it to the next son.
How is he gonna tell you?
I'm not
How
saying
you
he
gonna
should,
know?
but I'm saying I'm not mad at the decision.
Oh, you're mad at.
I'm mad at the timing of the decision, like the name. Like if you're my third son,
Yo, where did Ashley go?
she went to the bathroom.
Majori, go ahead.
So cool, I'm a bangs with him. I'm gonna still show him love. I'm treating the same, but I don't want him to go from like him coming home like I play football, get mad bitches, and then tell him he's trans, and
That
then
could be a facade.
and then again turn around and I see him day uno. He was wearing Jordans. Now he got high heels and he got a zipper in the back of his pants.
But then that could also be a facade because I've known people that live with the fear of coming out, so they hide themselves from the people that they really like care about.
Well, he better not bounce instantly to
people
the high.
slip, though.
He
Some
better
people slip.
he better wear okay. If you want to wear a wig, he gonna go from wearing his do rag to in about 3 months got a wig on his head. I can accept the movement, like to constantly every day. Then from that, like the way he, like I need time. I wouldn't want to just see. That's my son fucking mad bitches.
Oh, so you want to see
Okay,
him?
And I go to the
wanna
shower,
see
I
the
come out the
development.
shower, he got a dress on.
Like I got you. You don't want to see him in like assless
I
chaps,
got
but
it.
you want to
I
see him like
understand,
get his nails clean first, like.
Yeah, like
more
him
feminine type
adapt,
shit.
so I can accept it. Because personally, I have personal vendetta against trans. I ain't gonna front.
Why?
Oh.
Yo, boy.
Personal.
Boy, you telling that story?
No, I'm not telling that story. I know I told you the story, and I hate the fact that you never catch on to stuff until I give you the exact example. Then you say,
understand
"Oh,"
it's
and
wrong,
giggle.
yeah.
Can we just
So I'm gonna change this.
can we just say the story?
No, I'm not saying the story.
Because we
Niggas
spoke-
know me, nigga. Fuck is you saying?
No, because we spoke about the gay, like the problem that you have with some of the gay people that you've met in your life. But I don't think we've spoken about transgender.
Well, I personally think you off your knocker. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep it a stop. I'm gonna keep it 100. But I don't know. Like when the nigga say he see ghosts, I'm not gonna tell a nigga he lying. You feel me? Like he see what he see.
He could be watching
Like you
Power.
feel how you feel. You feel me?
What did
What?
you say?
No, I just thought about something that was just crazy, right? Like,
So-
all right, for gender fluid kids, actually, no.
Gender
Let me-
fluid.
let me-
Wait, that's
let me-
another topic. That is another
Okay.
topic.
Like, I just thought
If-
about some
So-
crazy stuff.
So I guess you want to say something?
Nah,
Yeah,
go
just real
ahead.
quick, just really
Go
quick.
ahead, Kash.
If
No, she can
Oh, Majori, go ahead.
I was gonna say that if my
Gender
kid
fluid, a whole nother topic.
if my kid at age 17 tells me that he wants to be transgender or she wants to be transgender, I would still, cause like me growing up, I don't care. Cause I understand like where you're coming from. Like you need time. But for me, I was exposed to that, so like I understand where people are coming from when they want to be what makes them happy. So if my kid comes out to me telling me that he is transgender, she's transgender, I'm still gonna love them the way I loved them the first time, from day one. If that's the case, I'm just gonna let them know, like, hey, in our society, you will be treated like shit, but I'm here if you need me. It's basically just like an exception. It's acceptance and learning for them.
I don't know. I feel there's a certain point where just naturally you ain't gonna let the line cross. And I feel transgender's kind of where that
For
line comes
you,
across.
no, understable. Because
Like-
for me, I understand like when people
I mean,
are
at
coming
first
from.
it's gonna be weird. Like if you spend your whole life going like my daughter, all of a sudden my son. What? It's weird.
Like-
I'm not
like-
saying like
Could say
for
my
me.
thing.
No, I just say I feel there's a line like you can't judge somebody for where they cross the line. That just might be a line. Like you can be accepting like you love what you love and you love that fact, right?
Yeah.
But if your son came home and said like fucking dogs, like
Wait,
that's where your line is
Alright,
crossed.
sir.
So I just feel something.
About
this-
bestiality, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
Comparing transgenders
I'm just
to
saying, niggas got
dogs.
that certain line that like that's the cross line. You can't once
We are
you
so
once you
gonna
even
get
touch
shut
that
down.
line, that's where it cuts off. My thing's kind of trans. Some might be gay, some might be never, such as you, until it involves animals, I suppose.
That's actually a line, like.
But
What?
Peter, let's get your
That's
response.
also for everyone.
We're not doing bestiality
Everyone
today.
has their own.
Let's get Peter's response.
That's actually a whole thing that we created. Like we all agreed, okay, guys, no fucking dogs, okay? You feel me? Like we all agreed that shit. You feel me? But no, I
no,
understand.
thing is, but we also all
I'm
agreed
trying
the
to wrap
other
it up.
thing.
I'm trying to wrap it up. So like we all agreed on this certain law. Like okay, no, let's not do this to dogs because we want to love them and keep them as pets. You feel me? And for the whole gay thing and for the whole not gay thing and the trans thing and whatever all that stuff, like it's just taking us time to finally all agree.
Yeah, I'm
on
saying that's
this
what
thing.
I'm saying. So the next line, will it be dogs?
So-
Could it possibly be dogs
Uh-huh.
based off that?
But like as of right now,
Wait,
he might
so
have a
humans
personal
turn into
vendetta.
dogs?
No, bestiality. They have sex
No,
with
I'm saying
animals.
over
might
time the
change.
line keeps
This view
going
might change.
wider and wider based on what Peter's
It's
saying.
basically what your acceptance is.
So I'm
'cause back
saying when
then
the
they didn't
time
do that.
comes to fuck dogs, everybody preaching the same argument must go off that same basis.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
put
if
it in a
you're
what
preaching to love what you love,
JP.
you can't say the line is crossed at transgender. You basically gotta say the line can never be crossed if that's what you want.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't know. I don't know that whole.
What are you
trend.
telling your kid, David?
Like put it in a what if situation.
I have to figure out what the issue is. Is it a mental issue where they believe there's something that they're biologically not, or is it like they feel like it's just preference, like between the gay and transgender thing? I think the gay thing is like a sexual preference thing, and the
So-
other thing's about like
Is it
their
fluid?
mental
Not
issue.
every-
So in that scenario,
Okay.
For
if
some people.
Just before we go on anything, I feel like some people have this understanding that all the aspects of the LGBTQ, so on and so forth, because the name extended.
LGBTQ is the queer one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
Lesbian,
Yeah, it's not the whole
bisexual.
thing.
Lesbian, gay.
I feel like what people think is that all of these categories are all, what do you call it, physical. Some of them start mentally.
Yeah.
I'm saying if a nigga
Yeah,
mentally
that-
love
that's
his
why I wanna
dog and
tell
want
my
to fuck
son,
his
like,
dog,
if it's a preference.
Transgender, I feel, in my opinion, is mental first. And then if you want to carry on with the physical aspects, you can carry on with the physical aspects, and that's only for you to decide. But then it's also, depending on what age you start at, you would have to be like, get to know yourself more. And if you really feel like you aren't a male or you aren't a female mentally, then we can take certain steps to make you happy. Then
Okay.
that-
But this is coming
that's
from
what I feel like.
parents. This is
Yeah,
another
that
thing
coming
too. This is coming from
Then
parents.
then it's also like from the teen or whatever age standpoint. If the person feels like they were born in the wrong body, then it's up to them to figure out what they need to do.
may I add a theory by
Because
the
it's
way?
also up to them to figure out if they want to come out to anyone or
JP
hide
not
a
gonna
facade.
get his response
Yeah,
to his kids.
it's
I
not-
feel
It's not even a transgender thing. It's a mental thing. Like
In
if
some
they're legit
aspects.
suffering, like you have to
Yes.
find a solution. That's why I need to ask him that. If it's a preference thing, I don't care. That's you. Like, what am I gonna say to him?
That's true.
But if it's a mental issue, I have to do everything in my power to help.
Do we still bring them around the family?
yeah.
Can I bring up a
He my
scenario?
son regardless.
Why would
So
you stop
I mean, he my son daughter. I'm a.
I mean, yeah, I'm not
Get
gonna
his son
bring
in
you
the garage?
around like some asshole that's gonna like purposely make them feel like shit.
I'm gonna let the whole
But-
fam know like every day prior to the family prior to Thanksgiving.
No gay
I'm
jokes.
like,
No
yo,
trans.
man, I'm like,
I'm
yo.
gonna teach that if my
No, I'm gonna teach my child hard stomach regardless. He gonna know how to take a joke, trans or not.
That's it.
I'm at the fam, be like, yo,
No
I
gay
love
jokes.
y'all, but you know,
No
we
gay
kinda
jokes.
got a problem
But it's more like don't.
because mentally we all don't see equal on the topic, so it's
No,
a
you're right.
problem.
But at the end of the day, don't disrespect my fucking child.
I know, so I'm be like, yo,
Don't
we gotta.
categorize it as a problem.
I'm not categorizing. I'm saying the family will not agree on it. What? How that categorize?
Yo, let him finish his phone call with the family.
So,
We gotta
like,
rethink this friendship.
like when Kanye made his Runaway music video that's 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They brought the turkey girl on there, and everybody's like, you know, did you know she's a turkey? Oh, I didn't know she was like that.
I
Oh,
thought she was a bird.
you know, they basically put all the attention on them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to let them know, because to be honest, like, you know, you pop up and you say, I see my bro, and this the bro I know my whole life. This nigga mad bitches. He's some cool ass nigga. He always stunting. Next thing I know, he a fruit. I'm be like, yo, what the fuck happened? So I'm be trying to overanalyze it. So I'm gonna be like, I gotta let the fam know, like, you know, you gotta prepare yourself for this.
Like he'll probably
No
accept
gay
at the
jokes,
end,
no
but
trans
No, you
jokes.
can make
now,
the
it's
joke.
like, oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
teach my son. I'm be like, yo, regardless, you a Floyd, so you better take these jokes, nigga. So regardless, you part of my family. You cut ass regardless. So I'm not gonna diss it. I'm not gonna tell them like if they was cutting ass in your life and you enjoyed it. I'm not gonna tell them don't cut your ass because you a trans now. I'm like roast this nigga. Same way you would roast them any other time.
I agree with that.
I mean, it kind of prepares them for society.
So you're
does,
basically
it
saying don't
does.
change how they treat them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be prepared
But I
that it
won't be
happens.
mad at you if you like can't handle that. You can't accept that. I won't be mad at you either. So I'm preparing you by informing you. I might even send you a selfie. I'm gonna delete shit off my phone because I don't want it. But I'm like,
Yo, guys, can I bring up a theoretical statement?
Okay.
As of like what I'm thinking, right? is we're gradually getting closer to accepting people as they are. So we're
Well, pedophilia
gradually.
Yeah, when are we going to
Everyone
accept?
wants
Exactly.
black
We're gradually getting.
Well,
I saw some posts saying we should accept pedophiles now because their
We're
kids
gradually
are.
getting to the
That
point.
was a joke.
Let
That
me-
was stupid as shit.
So let me.
That was stupid.
It's not a
It's
joke because that's
actually
how
not.
people think.
It's actually not.
Jokes are all made from what people actually could think somewhere.
Because you
But let
guys
me
are saying
finish,
we
guys.
accept people based on what they are on the inside, right? A pedophile technically is just a kid on the inside.
That's not true.
I'm not saying,
he's
I'm not
a
agreeing
kid
with
on the
this.
inside.
He probably got
You know
molested
damn
somewhere
well
else
he's
down the
a-
line.
My nigga, kids are being raped.
There's a thin line
Yeah.
between mental issue and a.
me finish real quick.
There's a thin
But that's a
line.
mental issue too, right?
They're committing fucking crimes, bro. Like what?
Bro,
I can't.
not too long ago, being gay was a crime, bro.
But they weren't
That's been a,
hurting
crime
anyone, right?
for like forever.
All right, can I?
Because one was like being
Mate.
gay hurting.
No, David, what I'm not saying, I'm not saying
One
it's
of
complete
the, hold
shit.
on. One of the smartest men to ever live was killed because he was gay. No joke.
Who?
In England.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm
what's
talking
his
about
name?
White man is
pedophiles.
smart.
He
I'm talking
created.
about pedophiles.
He
raping
created the Enigma. The thing that broke the German code back in World War. Which
I
one
wasn't even
was
talking
it?
about that.
Anyway, they found out he was gay and they killed him. They basically gave him drugs and the drugs killed him. And he was
killed
one
him
of the
because he was
smart
smart.
mathematicians to ever live. And they killed that nigga.
Nigga don't got a
So
calculator.
you can't say that when has gayness been? When have we punished gay people for being gay, bro? We kill people for being gay, bro.
That's not
But I'm
what
talking
we
about
do.
like I'm talking about like you're hurting somebody. Like you're legit
Taking
committing-
their
But
life
David,
is
what
not
I'm not
hurting
saying
them?
is like
No,
a
it's like
nigga
me,
purposely
I'm
run up
gay,
on no
so I'm
10-year-old.
hurting you because
Bro,
I'm
let me
gay.
explain what I'm trying to say.
Oh, you mean like in the sexual?
I'm not
like,
saying they're gonna
okay.
make pedophilia like 100% okay, but at one point a younger age was okay.
Yeah.
The age of consent might go down sooner or later.
Yeah, that shit gonna drop to 16 in no
I'm not
time.
saying 16, but like a pedophile is considered anybody who's like trying to fuck with an underage girl.
Yeah.
But like 100% is he truly a pedophile if the woman's fully developed in all that way?
Yeah, because back then.
Because he's not
like,
attracted to a younger looking woman.
Yeah.
So
In
it's
some
like,
societies
Depends,
still.
man. Some
It's
of
like
these-
the moment.
and girls at 14
Yeah, the
used to get
moment a
married
girl
to
gets a
40-year-old niggas.
period, the moment she gets a period, she's considered a woman because
Yeah,
she
but
can
then
give birth to a
also,
child.
but then also.
Joffrey was supposed to beat out Sansa's pussy.
Boy,
because
that
she
is
got
a
her period.
fact, but he
TV
died.
show, nigga.
No, but that's how it was back then. If
No, it's still going on.
Yeah, in some places, but
Yeah.
mainly back then, that's what it was like. If a woman, doesn't matter, if she's 13, 14, she could be 9 years old. The moment she got her period, she was considered a woman because she can bear a child.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm gonna marry you up to this guy because I want our families to be connected in some way, so we can use his armies and this and that. That you basically use as alliances.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
And on
but that's
that
how
note,
it was, but not now.
on that note,
Deuce.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
I didn't think the conversation was over.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with
Conversation's
you guys
over.
ending, but
Kinda
I
short.
kind of did
How
not.
are we cutting it short?
We started at like 7:08.
It is almost 8:30.
It's 8.
I didn't finish what I
It's
said, by the
8:30.
way.
But go ahead.
8:30.
We kind of went off topic.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm happy for that.
We ended after this point. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gradually getting to the point where we're accepting people for who they are and what they believe in. And so what happens when you gradually get to the point where you accept people for how crazy they are?
That's already happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Less people are getting
already
death
happening.
sentence.
It's not really happening, but it's at a minimum scale. At some point, it's going to be grand. Now what happens next?
Then there's
Is
no
that-
crimes existing. Is that what you're saying? That crime is
Is
gonna
that no?
stop
We're
existing?
accepting people for how crazy they are, and as of right now, we understand what crazy means, right? We all understand what that means. We all have an idea of what that means.
Not being able
And
to
now
function in
we're
normal
not.
society.
We're gonna be accepting that, and so don't you guys think that's how the civilization that we live in today is going to end?
That's a good point.
By
We
accepting.
should just leave it off that.
Yep.
Yep.
Great, guys.
What do you guys think?
This has been episode 4.
I want to ask a question.
That's for them to think about.
This has been episode 4 of Let's Talk Not Argue. We will continue discussion next time. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Hope you guys tuning to episode 3, which is going live next week, where we spoke about relationships. And I hope you guys tune in to episode 5 and every episode furthermore.
Oh,
Peace.
oh,
I hate.
oh.
All right.
Skedaddle.
Good night.